Today's adventure finds us going to what I consider to be the locals beach if you live here in Central Florida. But before we hit the road, I need to say thank you to some new channel members. We have Terry Lynn Chaplin, Todd Wynn, and Joe B. Thanks for joining the team. And now, let the adventure begin.
You know you take me out from where I'm supposed to be. Thought I was content and I won't leave.
Oops, someone forgot to get gas. And since we are like 80 to 90 minutes away from this beach, from the Disney and Universal area, we're gonna need to fill up. And now we're on our way. And we've made it. Welcome to what I call the locals beach, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Now the reason why I call it the locals beach is because if you live in the Central Florida area, you're gonna go probably to Cocoa Beach, Daytona Beach, or this beach, New Smyrna Beach. Of those three, which one have you most likely not heard of? Probably this one. And plus, this is the beach I went to most often as like a high schooler or a teenager. As I alluded to earlier, this is about a 90-minute drive if you're staying at a Disney hotel or a Universal Studios hotel. I'll say 90 minutes. I'll do like the theme parks do with the wait times for the rides. I'll say 90. If you get here a little quicker, you'll feel a little better. But on average, just plan for around 90 minutes. And basically what you're gonna do, most of your time will be on I-4, and then you'll get off of I-4 onto State Road 44. That's the bulk of your driving to get here. But there are a lot of hotel rooms, resort rooms. So if you wanted to stay here, actually stay here at the beach, you most certainly could do so. I tell you what I'm going to do to help you find this beach. I'm going to leave an address in the description box to help you get here. All right, I've set up camp by the Jeep here. Let's walk down to the water, test it out, see how it feels today. High tide is not until, like 2 or 2:30, somewhere around then. The sand, it's a hard packed sand, just like Daytona Beach. That's why, in case you haven't noticed, you can actually drive on this beach. You don't see any cars driving right now, but drive on the beach, park on the beach. And the pricing to do so, the pricing per vehicle is $20 to get your car on the beach now. But anyway, back to the water. The waves aren't too bad. I've seen it worse or better depending on how you like your waves. This is a good beach for to have a boogie board, a little floaty, or just do some body surfing with the waves. It doesn't feel as cold as, say, Florida spring water, which, by the way, if you want to know more about one of Florida's best springs, I'll leave a link in the description box and a card right up here. Go check out the video I did on Rock Springs, my favorite spring in Florida. I don't know, maybe it's about 77 degrees, or I could just be getting used to it. The sand is so hard. It's really good if you have like a little paddleball game. Bring that to the beach. Challenge your family or your friends to a little game of paddleball, almost like a tennis. That's how you play that. One more thing to mention as I'm standing here in the water. New Smyrna Beach is the shark bite capital of the world, even though I've never been bit by a shark. None of my friends have been bitten by sharks. That is the title it holds, though. If this was the summer or the weekend, or for sure a summer weekend, you'd see a lot more cars driving on the beach. Have to be careful, watch out for pedestrians. As a Florida native, New Smyrna Beach is the beach I've been to the most in my lifetime. And I would imagine for most of you, like driving on the beach is kind of a novel idea. But for me, this is kind of what I know. To me, it's novel or weird to drive to a beach and have to park your car, then walk to it. I'm so used to New Smyrna and like Daytona Beach, driving on the beach is what I know. I mean, this is just my life. But for you, I mean, it might be a treat to come here and be able to drive down the beach. I would recommend a fun vehicle, such as a Jeep, maybe a pickup truck, or at least a convertible car. You want to get the true, like, enjoyable experience. And if you have one of these babies, you don't have to worry about getting stuck. There's been many a time where I had to help a friend push a car out of the sand. Not so with a Jeep. Well, enough of this talking about driving on the beach. Let me take you for a drive. So I didn't drive here with all the tops off and all the doors off. Have you been in a Jeep on the interstate going 88 miles per hour?
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
With the doors and the top off, gets a little windy. But I am gonna take off the front tops here. And then a special treat. I'm actually gonna fold down the front windshield. If I had someone with me today, I actually would take off the doors, leave them here at the campsite because the person would be here to watch over them. But alas, I am by myself. But we will have a little fun with folding down this windshield. Now, the good thing about when you buy a Jeep, they give you this handy dandy little tool case to handle everything you need to do as far as taking off the doors, taking off the tops, folding down the windshield. So let me show you how to do that. Well, we don't need the windshield wipers because the windshield's going to be down, plus it would damage the wipers, so we have to remove them. First, take off this little black cap. That will expose the little bolt. And then just unscrew. For the windshield part, there's 4 bolts up here along the top of the windshield that we need to remove. Shouldn't take long. Pros can do it in like 3 minutes. Might take me 5. All done. Here's my 4 windshield bolts. Don't want to lose these. Jeep makes a little spot to keep all your bolts though. Let's go check it out. The back cab area, they have all these little holders for your different bolts. This is the area for the windshield bolts. So let's go see if we can fold it down now. Okay, here we are, moment of truth. Let's fold down this windshield ever so gently. There we go. Now they do make these little, see little bumpers there that the windshield rests on, and Jeep does sell tie downs, but we're just driving down the beach. I don't need to tie down the windshield today. But there we go. The windshield is removed, or folded down at least. And then we have the front freedom tops off. So, hey, let's go for a ride down the beach. What's it like with the windshield down? Breezy. But this is the opportunity to tell you a little more about the beach. So along the way, stuff to do. Over here they just happen to have some volleyball nets for you to have fun. From November 1st through April 30th, the beach is open to vehicles from sunrise to sunset. But it changes from May 1st through October 31st. Then the beaches are open to vehicles from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. And like I said, this experience might be unique for most people. Not me, this is how I grew up, especially cruising the beaches as a teenager, as a high schooler. Just the thing you did living here as a teenager. Now the funny thing is, I don't think my kids came here as much as I did. I was here at New Smyrna Beach or Daytona Beach every weekend, especially during the summertime. And I have been here as a young adult on my motorcycle. That's when I was dating my wife, Nikki. She wasn't too keen about riding here on the back of my motorcycle, you know, for 90 minutes. And then, well, she had fun cruising up and down the beach. But the drive here, and especially the drive home on a motorcycle, she wasn't crazy about that. But I think she enjoyed her time on the actual beach. Cars, or should I say vehicles, or carriages of some type, have been driving or riding on New Smyrna Beach since back in the 1800s. Beach driving started with horses and buggies, and then in August of 1889, the town's 300-foot wide stretch of sand was marked as Beach Street and dedicated as a public highway. The first car was driven on New Smyrna Beach around 1904. We are getting close to the jetty. A lot of surfers out here. This is the area where the surfers like to hang out and do their thing. That's when we get to the jetty side of the beach. And we're getting pretty close to it now. but there's a bunch of them out there. Well guys, we've made it all the way down to the jetties. Let's go check it out. No incidents occurred. A bird didn't fly through the open windshield. I didn't get hit with a football or a frisbee a la Marsha Brady. So let's go check out the jetty. The jetty, a very popular spot for fishing. A lot of people out there right now doing some fishing. The jetty marks the end of New Smyrna Beach. To the right of the rocks is New Smyrna Beach. To the left is New Smyrna Dunes, also known as Dog Beach. I did a video on Dog Beach, had my dog Winnie there. Nikki was doing some supboarding. I'll leave a link to it in the description box. Want to check out that video. Also, an info card should be popping up on your screen as well. So now that you've seen that, let's head back to the Jeep and we're gonna make our way back to Flagler Avenue. Now Flagler Avenue, that's gonna be the spot I recommend for you guys as non-locals. New Smyrna Beach, unlike Cocoa Beach and Daytona Beach, don't have like a real pier or like a boardwalk. So you need to go to Flagler Avenue. That's where they have all the restaurants and the bars and things like that. I never hung out on Flagler Avenue. Always went like the 3rd Avenue entry or way further down. But you guys, I think you want more amenities, so I'm gonna show you Flagler Avenue. Now once we get home, I'm gonna have you guys help me vacuum out the Jeep and like wash it and everything, okay? Is that a deal? Can I get some help with that, please? In the off season, non-summertime days, you can find lots of parking spots. A little more crowded during the summer on the weekend, that is for sure. When I see an area of loose, thick sand, I do get the urge to put it in 4-wheel drive, though it's not really needed. I just don't get an opportunity to use my 4-wheel drive that much, so the sandy sand gives me the urge. Okay, we found a spot sort of close to Flagler Avenue. This is like the busiest section of the beach right now, but a little bit of a walk, but not too bad. Forgive the wind noise if we have any, but this is the Flagler Avenue area. Give you a panning shot. You can see a lot of cars in this side, on this part of the beach by Flagler Avenue. And we can see the big yellow lifeguard tower for Flagler. It's got the red flag flying. And I wanted to point this out earlier. You can see when you park your car, a lot of people will set up camp right by the car, but you can also take your chairs down to the beach, dip your toes in the water. Okay, let's make our way to Flagler Avenue via the steps right by the lifeguard tower. We have showers here, showers up there, as well as restrooms right up there. This is the public parking lot. And then also we have this overhang, this little awning. It's shaded picnic tables under that blue roof. It's $20 to pay for all-day parking. Use that little meter right there. You're good to park your car here. Also under this blue roof, shade, free shade. Bring your own chairs. Park under the roof here, enjoy the shade and the view. Here's a little statue or artwork, if you will. The Smyrna Safari Club, I guess, put this up. It's a surfboard. Now as you enter the ramp for Flagler Avenue to come down to New Smyrna Beach, this first little section, no parking allowed. That's just a set up camp, grab an umbrella, put down your beach towels, whatever you want, with no cars around. This pink building you see right here, a restaurant and bar called The Breakers. I don't think I mentioned this as we were driving along the beach. In total, there's about 5 miles of drivable beach here at New Smyrna Beach. You know how I mentioned this was considered by me to be the local beach, but I did say there were hotel rooms and resorts. Right behind me, Spring Hill Suites of the Marriott. Right here on Flagler, right before you enter the beach, the Ocean Breeze Tiki Bar. It's not on Flagler, just very close to it. Krabby's Bar and Grill. You know that brick area we came up on? I guess they kind of call that a boardwalk. It's a loose definition they're using for boardwalk. In addition to the few bars I've already shown you, surf shops. Of course, get your surf gear when you're at the beach, in case you didn't bring it on the plane. A closer look at the Ocean Breeze Tiki Bar. All this outside seating, pretty cool. Just have your drinks and Look at the sky, look at the water, look at the people going by. Treats on the beach. It's ice cream time, shakes and burgers, hot dogs, and F&F smoothies. They're open till 10. I might come back here for a burger or a hot dog. So this is a cool little phone booth they have by this restaurant here. Restaurant and bar. One of those red phone booths that they have in London, England and such. It's non-operational. There is no phone inside, but some cool stickers on it. The name of the place that actually has that cool red Doctor Who looking phone booth is the Flagler Tavern. Pretty cool looking joint. Starting in November, my UK friends will be able to travel again. As such, here on Flagler Avenue, an Irish pub. You guys get the point, right? You understand Flagler Avenue. Food, drink, and clothes. If you're in town, you come to New Smyrna Beach, this appears to be the spot for you. But as I said, I never really came down here as a local. I went to the quiet parts of the beach, kind of brought a cooler, had my fun there. Didn't venture down this way too much. Now normally there would be like hot dog stands and hamburger stands on the beach, but I didn't see any as we were driving around. So I think I will grab a little hamburger or a hot dog from this Treats on the Beach. Not the ice cream though. I have a special spot for ice cream. I'll show you later. Here's a quick look at the menu. Again, I'm not looking at the ice cream stuff, but they have wraps and sandwiches, burgers and hot dogs. The cheeseburger I'm getting with fries is $8.25. Now it's pretty quiet here right now. Their busy season is like from Speed Week till probably around Labor Day, so that's like mid-February to like the beginning of September. So what you see right now, what I'm showing you today, is very quiet. It can get very, very busy here. And I'm just not talking about the place I'm eating, Treats on the Beach. I'm talking about all of Flagler Avenue will get really, really busy during that time frame of Speed Weeks through Labor Day. Here are my hamburgers and my French fries. Nothing beats a hamburger or a hot dog at the beach or at a high school football game. The hamburger, your average hamburger, but the fries, since I was like the only one ordering, they were fresh fries and they were so good. Now don't forget, we are going to get ice cream. We're just going to get it from a very special place. A place with a lot of tradition as far as it relates to me. So this is what they're calling the boardwalk, and I guess it kinda is. Just not the type of boardwalk I'm used to seeing at a beach. Like, this is nothing compared to the Daytona Beach boardwalk. The lifeguard station still has the red flag flying. Strong winds and rip currents right now. So when we get back to the Jeep, we'll head back down to my original camp. I just have a feeling there's gonna be more cars around me now. Won't be so quiet anymore. All right, let's drop the windshield again and head over, nice and gentle, back to my original camp. But wait, we have to wait for the ice cream truck to go by. Let's follow that truck. Just kidding, I promised you guys special ice cream today. Actually, as far as my spot is concerned, it didn't get too crowded at all. There's that side. And then over here, a ways till we get to the first car, so no one else likes my spot. Now we could just sit here with the windshield down, feeling the breeze, watching the waves, but no, it was a hot ride driving down to the jetties, a hot walk going up and down Flagler Avenue. So you know what? I'm gonna take a dip in the water. And don't you worry about me and the rip currents. I'm a professional at this beach. Going to this one my whole life. I can handle it. I know how to be safe. Plus, I'm taking the GoPro with me, so in a sense, you guys will be there with me. You'll save me, right? Now that I've changed into my rash guard, I can show you the back of my Ron John shirt that I've been wearing today. I got this when we did that road trip to Cocoa Beach. I'll leave a link to that video if you haven't seen it yet. But I really like the design on the back of this one. Other than the rip currents and the sharks, what could go wrong? You guys know at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando, oh boy, yeah, that's a big one. The catchphrase is never go alone. Well, Nikki was not in favor of me coming along to the beach today, but I am alone. Well, uh-oh, maybe I'm not alone. It's hard to see in these waters, they're kind of murky. I tell you what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you guys check for sharks. Did you see any? And by the way, the spot I've chosen for my camp, not a lifeguard in sight. Woo! You know, my wife Nikki was a lifeguard when she was in high school. Actually worked for Disney at one point as a lifeguard. I tell you what, when we do the Daytona Beach vlog, watch out, we'll have Nikki in like a red one piece and we'll film a little slow-mo action of her coming to save me. Deal? Hit that subscribe button and we'll do it. True story. I scream the same way no matter if my foot is touched by a piece of seaweed or attacked by a shark. Same scream. For real though, I've been on floats here, I've been on boogie boards, I've done some body surfing, a lot of body surfing at this beach in my lifetime. Okay, I've tempted fate long enough, but I had a lot of fun in that water. Very refreshing, felt really, really good. But now let's button the Jeep back up and go get that special ice cream I promised ya. You know I don't want to drive down I-4 with the windshield down, that's for sure. Well, that was super fast. Not gonna lie, I cheated. I'm not gonna put the wipers on. I know I'm not gonna get rain on the way home. And then as far as the 4 bolts go, I just did the outer one there and the outer one there. 2 more to go. I'll do that when I get home as well. Okay, let's go get some ice cream. As we leave New Smyrna Beach the way we came, gonna go the opposite direction to head back home. We're gonna go by Frozen Gold. Now this is the ice cream place I stopped at many a weekend after spending time at New Smyrna Beach, and we're gonna do it again today. We just drove by Norwood's Treehouse Restaurant. Now I did a Florida food tour on that place. I'll leave a link to that video as well. Go check that out if you haven't already. Well, this is sad. Part of my youth has been erased. Frozen Gold is closed. Oh no, what are we gonna do for ice cream? Don't worry, I'm developing a backup plan as we speak. But to execute this backup plan, it might take a minute or 2, or 90. Another thing I used to do all the time after leaving New Smyrna Beach is to go to Blue Spring State Park. We're gonna save that for its own video though, not doing that today. Okay, we've made it to our ice cream place, though we're not gonna get ice cream. We're gonna get a frozen treat. We're gonna get the Dole Whip float. And no, we are not at Disney World. We are at the Twisty Treat in Ocoee, though I think they have one of these very near to Disney Springs. Not sure if that location has the Dole Whip float though. And that's why we're getting here. The Dole Whip float. Dairy-free, fat-free, gluten-free, vegan, 210 calories, $3.99. Not sure how much it costs at the Magic Kingdom. I'm betting more though. Let's try it. It tastes better at Disney. No, it does not, though some people will argue that point. And look what they did here at the Twisty Treat. They gave me the extra leftover pineapple juice. Awesome. All right, not much further to go. Whew, and we're home now. That was a super fun day. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, a show of hands, who's gonna help me clean the Jeep? I need people to vacuum, I need people to wash, because you know we're at the beach. There's sand, it's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. So who's gonna help? What? Where are you guys going? Don't leave now. Just kidding, I'm not even gonna do it. I think we'll get it detailed this time. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. And as always, adventure is out there. You can find it on a road trip. Now, seriously, who's gonna help me clean the Jeep?